Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Can you give me another little test there for me?
Check.
Wonderful. Okay. Looks like we're gonna start this puppy off. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Beyond the BS podcast. Now episode 20. That's my apologies. Last episode was actually episode 19. But I had it wrong, and I actually checked the YouTube before that to check that, and I still got it wrong. So that's on me there. But welcome back, everybody. Fresh week, fresh episode for you guys. I hope right now we have the episodes coming out on Monday. That just kind of happened randomly. I didn't even have that planned. So we'll see how this goes. Let me know if you guys like that at all. Yeah, that just happened randomly. So I guess we're just going to keep that going for a little bit, see how it goes, because it kind of works with my schedule right now, whatever. But yeah, we're out here. We're back for episode 20, Hannah's second episode on. It's just me and her today. We don't have a guest for you guys. So this is just going to be the setup when we don't have a guest. We just us chilling on the couch. Yeah, I thought I would come on today with just absolute douchebag vibes with the sunglasses on. Yeah. How'd you feel about that? You were just talking to me about that.
I said people are going to call you dumb.
Yeah, you can probably lower that if you need it lowered. It looks a little high.
I don't know how to.
Look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I still feel like it's weird.
Well,
It's okay.
okay. Well, we got a fun-filled episode for you guys today. We've got a few new segments that are gonna be introduced. We've got Hannah her own segment now. That's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be interesting. I'll be honest with you guys. Down to about 150 milligrams of caffeine. A little bit ago. Feel like I may have a slight heart attack at any moment, or an anxiety attack that would just mangle my body. So that's where we're at right now. How are you feeling?
Fantastic.
Wonderful. That's what I like to hear. So yeah, guys, it's a wonderful week. It's currently July 16th. My birthday's in 2 days.
Woo!
Yeah, 2 days and I'll be 21 years old. Wow.
That's crazy. You look like you're 30.
Yeah. Legal age to drink, ladies and gentlemen. I'll finally have my first sip of alcohol. Oh, my goodness. Just jokes around here. But yeah, my birthday's in 2 days. I have nothing planned.
Am I sitting weird?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. I feel like I'm like... I don't know. Do you think I am? I feel like I'm like leaning back too much. Like maybe I should be up.
I don't know.
Do I look normal to you?
I think you look great today.
Okay, thank you.
I think you look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
Yeah. Like we were talking about earlier, this caffeine stuff, it kind of gives you the same feeling as being drunk or high when you have enough of it. Are you still feeling that way, or?
No, I just feel like I have energy, and that feels amazing, honestly.
Yeah, I feel like my heart is doing backflips in my chest at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, me too a little bit, but that's like just like the energy. I'm like feeling jittery.
Well, I don't even feel like I'm here right now. Like I feel like I'm in the spirit world.
That's how I feel when I first found that, because I was chugging it.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy moly, like, oh, why do I feel drunk or high? Like, this is odd. Someone laced that with THC.
Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna crash pretty hard in a little bit, and I do have work later, so that should.
What do you mean, sleep?
I don't know, crash from this energy high.
I don't know what that means.
Like energy high.
So you gotta be tired?
Yeah, like energy drinks in general, or energy anything really, except unless it's like natural.
That's gonna how Prime made me feel.
It's gonna give you a high and then just slam you to the ground.
Yeah, because the Prime made me feel like, oh, I'm having a heart attack, like I'm literally about to pass away.
That's what I feel
tired.
Like.
Yeah, and then I was like tired because we got it one time in Fort Collins, and it was like we were trying to do door dashing, and we got it, and then I was like tired by like 10 or something.
Well, that's what I feel like right now. I honestly, my anxiety is so high through the roof right now. I feel like there's ghosts in here looking at me.
That's actually terrifying. Don't say that to me.
I feel like I feel like
Don't say that.
we're in a room by ourselves, and I feel like we're in front of a crowd of 30,000 people.
Yeah, me too. I feel that way as well.
Just to bring you guys into the notion of everything that's going on. This morning we decided to go to the store and buy some energy stuff because we've been working a lot and our energy's been so low and it's been awful and our moods have not been great. So we decided we need some energy stuff because at the end of the day, it's like, would you either, take a little bit of energy stuff that's not the healthiest for you, but it's gonna up your mood and just make you all around better person, or
Can I take this off and just hold it?
what? No. What do you need?
Yeah.
What do you need? What do you need me to fix for you? What do you need me to fix for
I
you?
just don't like it. I don't really like it being the way it is.
What do you need me to fix for you?
I don't know. It's just not how I like it.
How do you
I feel
like
You're
it?
supposed to talk from here, and you're supposed to talk.
Yeah, you got to talk from the side.
And I don't like it. I just don't like how it's in front of my face like this.
Well, that's See, it's like
But I feel like I have to get closer to it too.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, but I can't because. Okay, maybe.
Look, I hold mine like this to bring it closer because like
I feel like
it
it's
does bounce back a
weird.
little bit, but
Okay, I guess.
I mean you can hold it if you want. It's up to you.
No, it's fine. I mean, it looks kind of weird when I hold it or when it's in front of my face, so
I don't know.
I guess. I
Um,
don't like it in front of my face. Okay, there we go.
yeah, you can do whatever you want. It's up to you.
Okay.
You're the co-host of the podcast. You have say here.
Okay.
You can make money moves around here.
No, AJ, last night or whenever it was when you freaked me the heck out, that literally scared me. And now that you're saying things about like seeing things, don't say that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because remember when I heard that thing fall, and you had your
That
glasses
was
on?
not last night. That was the
Oh,
night
that was the
before.
night before. Yeah, I was in a mood last night, in a bad mood, but that scared me a lot because you were like, "Oh, I see something." I was like, "No, don't say that to me," because I heard something, and then you were like, "Oh, something."
I think it was ice cubes falling out of the fridge.
No, it wasn't. It was
Yes,
like
I
a
think
piece of
that's what it was.
plastic.
I think
that
that's what it
fell.
was.
Didn't sound like an ice cube.
Yeah.
Whatever, maybe. It literally needs to stop that though, because I was about to go to bed and hearing something at like 1 o'clock. Wasn't it like 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, or 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was absolutely terrifying. And then you saying, "Oh, I see something. Oh, I had the smudge on my glasses." Like what?
Oh, that you're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I opened
I
the
was like,
bedroom
no.
door. I opened the bedroom door. We have a hallway that leads out into where we're at right now, and it's pitch black because obviously I turn all the lights off when we go to bed, and I wear my glasses when I go to bed. So I opened the door, and there was a smudge on my glasses. So when I turned my head, there was like a reflection, and so it looked like somebody had run across the hallway, and I almost crapped my pants.
Don't even say that. That's so scary.
I
almost
thought I was gonna have to fight for my life. I really thought I was about to have to fight for my life. I was like, there's no way somebody got up to the second story of our apartment and chose ours out of everybody here. And now
Yeah,
they're just
especially
running
out of the
around.
2 bedrooms and stuff like that. Like, why would anyone ever choose our apartment?
It's a great
But like the
question.
thing is, little junkies and stuff can get into our apartment if people keep leaving that door open. That's what I'm always
they can get in the
terrified.
building, but they can't get in our apartment if it's
Well,
locked.
I mean, yeah, but still, like, I wouldn't want like junkies in our apartment because they're just unpredictable.
Yeah, correct. Crackheads.
Exactly. So people really need to start learning to close that door and not leave it propped open like that, because that door will not close at all if someone doesn't close it.
Yes, correct. Good take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. So what were we talking about?
I don't remember. The ghost that you saw.
The
with
ghost.
glasses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so yeah, that was that. That was interesting. Back to the caffeine thing. When we went to the store, we were planning on getting like some tea. We were gonna try some tea because we wanted to stay, just like zen, just like natural vibes. But we ended up picking up some $2 energy sticks. I took one of those.
Disgusting. I mean, the aftertaste
It's not
is okay.
disgusting. It's not
It's
disgusting. But
gross.
if you're gonna go to the store and buy $2 energy sticks, the trust level's not gonna be there. I'm just gonna let you know right now. Like, I read all the ingredients and everything. Do I really believe it? No. No, I don't. So that's where we're at. I guess we can actually jump into well. I guess I'll talk about what happened last night. with my truck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was at work last night, working a nice late shift, and wasn't supposed to get off till 11. So I was just grinding through that. I was like, okay, I had to get some energy during work too because I was so tired and I was just in the worst mood ever at work, and I was just like, okay. So I had to get some energy there, and I was like, after I took the energy drink that I got, I was, I was doing pretty good, flying through the shift, feeling pretty great. And then I was doing all my closing stuff. It was about 10:15. I went to go out to my truck to throw something in there real quick, and my truck only opens with a key. I have one singular key that opens up the side of the door. That's how it works. So I go to put my key in, and it literally just goes through the door of the truck, and I just hit the handle. And I was like, what the hell is going on?
My eyes are freaking out right now.
Oh, nice. I can see that. So I was like, what the hell is going on? And so I shined my flashlight, and I think somebody tried to break into my truck, and they ripped the lock out of my truck. It's gone.
But I have a question. Don't you have one on your passenger side or no?
No. There's a one way in, one way out.
The stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I agree.
Everyone has one. I thought you did. I was like, why is he asking me to pick him up when he literally can get in?
Yeah, I agree.
That is the stupidest design or whatever.
Yeah.
That is dumb.
So they ripped the lock thing out. They didn't get in because I still couldn't get in. It was still locked, but they ripped the lock thing out, so it's gone. So now I have to go get that fixed. But the way I had to get in, because from other previous experiences when I've locked myself out of my truck, is I have one window on my truck that I'm able to pop out and shove my arm down in and unlock it. So I did that. I was originally going to have her pick me up, but I was mad, and I wanted to just get it and bring it back to our place. So yeah, so that's where we're at. It's great. So now I have to try and get that fixed. Don't know when I'm going to do that because, it is what it is. So that's what happened yesterday. It was a great day. And then other than that, the other story that happened that we're gonna jump into was the laundry thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We scrapped the other. So yeah, we do need to talk about that.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to tell that story.
I don't know. You told it a little bit. Are you including more details than I'm probably going to?
Well, we'll give you a little bit of time before you start telling stories on the episode.
Okay. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be like something that happens straight away. It's probably gonna be like another episode thing.
An end of the episode.
Yeah, why not?
I mean, I guess we can wait, but then we got to jump into the other things we had.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I've got stuff lined
I
up.
just feel like, are you talking about the Instagram things?
Yeah, but also
what are you gonna say about those?
Oh, you'll see.
Okay. But yeah, go ahead with the laundry incident.
Okay, the laundry incident, yes. So we got home from work the other night, another late night, another late shift. We get home and we're doing some laundry, and I go to pull stuff out of the wash, and I find a pen in there, and I was like, oh shit, this is not good. This is not good at all. So I look at it, and it looked like it was about to explode or leak stuff out, but it looked like it didn't yet. So I was like, okay, thank goodness, I think we're fine. So I take that pen and I throw it in the trash can, and I'm like, okay, we should be good. Thank you, thank goodness, thank you, Lord. I think we should be good. I take all the stuff out, I throw it in the dryer, start that baby up. I'm like, okay. I come back an hour later, and Merry Christmas, I guess, because I open up the dryer. And my oh my, everything is covered in blue ink. There was surprisingly, to my surprise, there was a second pen in that pile of clothes. There was a second pen, so I didn't catch that one. It exploded in the dryer, covered all of our clothes in blue ink. We had to throw all of that stuff away, and then covered the entire dryer in blue ink. So I had to wake up early. Well, first off, I sat in our laundry's in our closet, and I sat on the floor in the closet, really just contemplating life for a solid 30 minutes or so. So, yeah. Well, she didn't really care too much.
I did care because most of it was my stuff, AJ. Most of it was my stuff. You had maybe one thing that was ruined.
Well, you sat in the bedroom. You're like, Just come in here. It's fine. It's okay.
It was also
whatever."
like probably like 12:30.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was bedtime for me at least.
So I was just having a mental breakdown in the closet. But then I woke up early the next morning, and I was like, here's the plan. I'm gonna go to the store and I'm gonna get a magic eraser, because you think in your head, you're like, okay, magic eraser. I mean, it should get the job done. It should just destroy this. It should be great. I was like, I've seen these things. You've seen the commercials. You've seen Mr. Clean. I mean, trustworthy guy in my opinion. So I was like, okay, let's see what we can do here. I go to the store. I buy the magic erasers. I come back, get to scrubbing. Wow, does nothing. Not even like nothing. Not a smidge. Not a smudge. Nothing. So then I have to go back to the store, and I watched a few videos on YouTube, and you have to use one of the products that you could use, which looked like it worked the best, because there's really not much. There's really not much you can use. So, yeah. So we went with nail polish remover, which, if you don't know, is highly, highly flammable. So I take that and I put that on the magic eraser and then start scrubbing, which, I mean, it did a little bit. It really just smeared it all around. So I really just have smeared blue ink throughout the dryer now. And I mean, I sat there for, throughout the day. I did it multiple times. And I really just had to come to the fact that it wasn't going to get fixed. What happened was I sat there for a while scrubbing it. And I think I breathed in so many fumes and so many just toxins, because then I went in the bedroom and was knocked out. So, yeah, that was that.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah, not great.
Literally ruined all our new towels.
Oh, yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, we had just bought some new fresh towels. They're gone. Well,
I mean, they were only beach towels. We bought some nice towels that are incredibly, really nice, but luckily they were not ruined.
yeah. Get a little refreshment there. But we were able to save one towel, so that was good.
Which one? The blue one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the pink one's gone.
Yeah.
You need to get another one.
Yeah. But so yeah, that was a couple of stories we wanted to let you guys know on. And this was the other thing with especially now, like I was already thinking this when I was just sitting on the floor in the closet. And the pen thing happened, but now with the truck thing and everything, I really, like, I know you guys can relate to this when you're at your house, things are going wrong, and your dad is just losing it, saying, "Oh, it's thing after thing after thing. Nothing ends. Blah blah blah." Yeah, I feel that. I used to laugh. When my dad would do that. I still laugh, but now I understand. I understand it, and I'm in the moment with that. So that's where we're at. That's we wanted to bring you guys into the inner circle of everything going on in our lives to start off the episode. I think we'll jump into a few things here. What do you want to start with? Do you want me to start with my news things I have on here, or do you want me to start with the Instagram thing?
I guess the Instagram thing.
Okay, we'll start with the Instagram thing. Do that. So, you have it on your phone, right?
No.
Yeah, I took a picture of it on your phone. Yeah, so you could have
Take
it.
a picture of what?
This.
No, I don't have that on my phone.
Yeah. Right
there. Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I want you to read a few of them. But I can go first so you can kind of see what we're working on.
But I don't know, like, what we're saying about them. We're just reading them off.
No. I'll show you. It's kind of like a little. We kind of have to bring Hannah up to speed on, like, how these things work on the podcast. Not in a rude way, but like it's kind of like a little comedy segment.
Okay, but like, what are we gonna say about that?
You gotta channel your inner comedian. So right off the bat, we'll just explain to you guys what's going on. So on Instagram, we put a little thing out asking you guys to give us your most intrusive thoughts slash takes, and just pour it on me. Is how I put it on there. So we got a handful here. I'm not gonna name anybody on here because I do know a few of these people, and I don't know if they want their name attached with these, because I don't think they understood.
Yeah, I would.
That it was attached when they put it on here. So right off the bat, we'll start with one that we got here. Again, most intrusive thought slash takes. First one here says, I want to cause a major crash on the highway and see what it's like to be in a car accident. Now, right off the bat, you may think, wow, if that's not if that's not mental illness at its finest, then what is? Am I right? So, I mean, first we got to hit that right. First base, may want to have your mentals checked out, possibly.
Yeah.
Now,
Agreed.
major crash on the highway. If you caused a major crash on the highway yourself, you're going to jail. Yeah, you're going to jail.
I mean, if it's involuntary.
No. It's voluntary. They say they want to
yes, it is voluntary, but like, if it happens involuntary, you're not going to jail.
Involuntary, but they say they want to cause a major crash.
Well, yes, cause.
If they say, here we go, I'm going to swerve in the middle of the highway.
But I think what they mean is, like, I don't know. Maybe they just want the feeling of being in a car accident.
They want to do it purposely. They say, I want to cause a major crash and see what it's like to be in a car accident.
I mean...
Yes.
Maybe they just mean that they want to be the first one in the car accident and then cause, like, a major backup of other people. So he just wants to be, or they just want to be the first one.
I think you're too innocent. I think you have too innocent of a mindset here.
I think what they mean is just, like, that they want to be the first person to be in the accident. Like, maybe, I don't know, there's, like, a dog that runs across the road and they want to stop for it and then have, like, a major line of people, or, like, their brakes go out or something.
This is an innocent mindset here. When you bring the dog running across the road, it's an innocent mindset.
I mean,
you got to get into the sick, disgusting mind of these people.
No.
Yeah. So that was the first one. Solid start there. Solid start. I feel like that's great.
I feel like the one I could relate to the most is sometimes I just want to scream at the top of my lungs right in someone's face for no reason. I want to do that every day. Every single day.
Yeah,
I
want to do that every day as well.
I want to do that every day, especially
If I was to let the intrusive thoughts win, I wouldn't have a job anymore.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah.
Me either. I would people just I can't. They just have one singular brain cell that all the customers there share one brain cell. And I'm like, please do not test me today, because I will be ending up losing my job, my only source of income, and it'll be on the customer's fault. Like yesterday, I had a customer see me 9 minutes after we said, hey, at 45, hey, customers, the store closes in 15 minutes. You have 15 minutes to grab your items and get the hell out. We made another announcement at, let's see, like 10 minutes closing, 5 minutes closing, and then finally closing the store. Hey, people, we are closing the store. Bring your final selections and get the hell out of here. No, he decided he was going to take his time and stay 9 minutes after closing. I was like, heck, what the heck? Like, I need to pick up my boyfriend. I still thought I was picking you up from work. Yeah. I had to bring the carts to the front because apparently people can't do their job. Yeah, great, honestly. I love work. It's fantastic. It makes me happy. Brings me a lot of joy and never makes me have anxiety, ever. It's just a great place to work.
I like that little rage.
Yeah, me too. Because honestly, people are just so stupid. At retail places,
might mute out where you work, but
yeah, honestly, but
yeah.
I mean, who's gonna watch this from there? But
I mean, the amount of anger I hold in on my shifts is insane. And then I have people at the end of the night ask me, "How do you just go through it with just a blank look on your face? How do you just go through this
because you
stuff?"
have no emotion.
It's like, listen, because if I'm just done. I don't have time for this. I don't have time to deal with people's BS. We're beyond the BS here.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, guys, sorry about that. We are back. We had a little cut there. I was going to be honest with you guys. This episode has been a complete shit show. Since the cut that you guys are coming back from, we were just on the Instagram things. We're going to move on from that. But we have recorded this episode like 4 times at this point. We've tried recording it. Everything's going wrong. Nothing wants to go right today. So just going to be completely honest with you guys from that point. But this is, it just happens sometimes. So we're gonna pull these stories back up and retry doing them for the 4th time now and see if we can't figure it out. So I just want to let you guys know that because, we may not have the same energy at the moment. We may not have the same joy. But if you guys have watched the podcast before, if you've seen the other episodes, as I said, we're going to do some more segments this episode, which one of them being the Instagram thing, which was cut a little short just due to us being on here for like 3 hours now and everything going wrong. So, cut that one a little short. But if you guys have watched the episodes before, you've done this with me before when I was doing it by myself, I would do this thing where I go find the craziest, funniest news stories of the week and literally just go off the title. I'd read the title, put it down, and then save it and go through the actual article with you guys kind of live on the episode. Now, obviously, it is not live anymore because we've done it 4 times, but, you know, still thought I would run you guys through this because, you know, they're pretty interesting. They're pretty funny. They're pretty insane. So, yeah, we're going to jump into that real quick and see where it takes us. So, right off the bat here, this is the title for you guys. Furby horror stories as creepy toy makes comeback from ghost to secret spies. The iconic Furby is back, but not everybody is happy about it. From creepy cries at midnight to spying on the military, there's a whole host of reportedly terrifying tales about 90s Furbys. Now, as we said before, we didn't even know Furbies were gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't even realize that they were gone. I thought they were still in stores.
Yeah, because, like, I guess, like, if you went to, like, Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they were everywhere, but
Yeah.
I'm guessing now not. Maybe we're just stupid and thought they were there when they weren't. But maybe, like, they disappeared in, like, the early 2000s. I don't know when they disappeared, but I feel like I've definitely seen the original Furbies at some point in my life.
Yeah.
As, like, a boxed up, not just, like, some point in my life. Yeah. As, like, advertised in the store. But maybe not. Maybe they got rid of them in the 90s and we just never seen them before.
No idea. But it says Furbies were a 90s toy phenomenon that divided parents and kids. While some youngsters loved the adorable, colorful creatures, there were others creeped out by the bug-eyed talking robots. Since becoming the must-have craze 35 years ago, Furbies are now making a comeback after toy giant Hasbro announced it would be bringing back the nostalgic furball that's being released today. It then goes on to say, the new and improved Furby has its familiar giant eyes and yellow beak and also talks gibberish, responding to physical touch from its owners. Much like the 1998 original, but hopefully far less freaky. Now, like I said 4 times now, I don't think it's going to be far less creepy. Or freaky, as it says. I mean,
because like I was telling AJ, with all this new technology and stuff and hackers, they could definitely easily get into, like, if you can get into a Ring camera and you know, talk to kids, you can definitely try to hack into a Furby and try to get kids to do odd things. And especially like the Talking Tom app or whatever it was called, like hackers were getting into anything that they could to, especially things marketed to, or targeted to children, especially wanting to easily influence children.
Yeah.
Saying like, oh, like I'm Talking Tom, whatever, and getting them to do odd things. So it's definitely gonna happen with the Furbies as well.
Yeah. Then it says, to mark the occasion, the Mirror, which is the thing I'm on, takes a look back at all the reported horror stories, particular myths, and intriguing theories that have emerged in the decades since millennials and Gen Z owned the particular toys. So how they have it here, guys, you have like little titles of each little horror story, and they give you a rundown on it. So the first one we have here is Talking Terror. Even without batteries, Furbies were apparently still able to talk. How terrifying is that? One kid stopped taking their toys to school after it supposedly loudly screamed when it was meant to be silent. We were in the middle of a math test. Everything was quiet. You could hear a pin drop from a mile away. When suddenly a noise comes from under my desk, they said on Reddit. I don't know how, but this thing was able to loudly scream, cock-a-doodle-doo, me love you, without any batteries in it. I mean, insane. Cock-a-doodle-doo, me love you.
Also, for the 4th time, like I was telling AJ, why in the first place would you bring a talking animatronic toy to school?
Exactly.
Unless you're a freak or like some kind of weirdo. I mean, it was a 90s, like, different decade than what we grew up in. But honestly, personally, even if it was like elementary, whatever, I would not bring a talking toy to school. Yeah. But I was also saying, we at my elementary school, we didn't have lockers. So it must have either been a middle schooler kid or a high schooler that brought their talking toy to school. And at that point, I'm just like, okay, just why? What's your thought process there?
Yeah. Then it goes on to say, as she was talking about the locker thing, I then placed it in my locker, and for about 5 minutes, you could hear me scared or me hungry coming from my locker. I don't bring my old Furbies anymore.
They bring their new Furbys to school.
Yeah. So that was the first one for you guys. The next one says robot nightmares. The cute turned creepy robot would often groan during the night, according to some. A person recalled on Reddit had 2 Furbies. They were buried at the bottom of a toy box. Sleeping in the dead of night, years after we got them, I hear a deep, slow voice groaning, "Feed me." Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. That's what it says. Oh, hell no.
Oh, hell no.
I mean, yeah.
Still doing what it needs to, right?
Yeah. I mean, I know you'd be scared out of your mind.
Yeah. I was telling him, yeah, I would.
Yeah.
And then I'd make him go check on it.
Yeah.
And I probably would not be able to sleep for the next week. I'd be so freaked out. Even if it was coming from a toy. Because, like I was telling him earlier, Furbies had to have come with, like, preset little phrases or whatever they say.
Yeah.
It had to have been preset. And I feel like, feed me, yeah. But, like, especially if the batteries were going out and it was, like, losing its voice and also, like, getting kind of creaky, that would been very terrifying. Very terrifying.
Yeah. It then goes to say, I screamed, ran to my parents' room, woke them both up, and then had them come into my room to get the monster away. They go digging around the room when we hear it again. More screaming and crying. Finally, my dad pulls out this half-dead Furby from inside the toy box and goes to smash it with a hammer in the garage. Still had nightmares from that 1 year later. Again, as I said before, props to that guy. Smash it with a hammer. I mean, sounds like a good tactic to me.
Because, like, what age was this toy directed at? Because these kids could be, like, 4 all the way to, like, 10 maybe
Yeah.
13. But, like, imagine if it was, like, a kid, like, a freaking 4-year-old.
Yeah.
It's, like, what is happening?
What's wrong with it?
It's, like, falling. Oh, wow.
And the next one says, this one was the scariest one for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It says, demonic voices. One owner swears their Furby was haunting them and screamed when they burnt the toy to ashes. They described the teddy as red and black and evil looking. I'm sleeping and suddenly I hear this demonic groveling voice coming from my bookshelf. Not the sound of batteries running out, but a seriously demonic voice, they wrote on Reddit. I jump up and turn on the lights and search for the sound. I hear it coming from the top shelf, and when I look, nothing is there. Suddenly, I hear the voice behind me, and the little bastard is sitting on the top of my wall locker, just repeating this ka sound. Then it says, "Hello, son, I missed you." Like, that's end of the line right there.
Yeah, I was telling AJ, I was like, it's scary, like, if one of his parents were, like, deceased or something, but it'd be even freakier if both of his parents were alive and some toy was just saying, "Hello, son, I missed you."
Yeah.
But
and that ain't a programmed.
That's not a programmed phase. Especially, I don't think it's programmed when you're screaming, when you're being set on fire.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, how does it know?
Yeah.
How does it know it's a toy? But no, that is very, especially if you see this picture.
Yeah.
That maybe what they're talking about, it's quite literally the freakiest thing I've seen in my life.
Yeah. And it says, like she said, the fire thing, it said, I immediately took it out to the burn pit and cleansed it with fire as it screamed as it burned. I mean, I can still hear those screams 10 years later. I mean, there are children there that are adults now and just scarred for life from a Furby.
Yeah.
I mean,
no, going back to the story you were just saying, when we first read the story, he says, I think this is saying bitch head. Like, what?
Okay.
That is so funny.
I'm sorry. I can't read. My gosh. But yeah, that was the first story for you guys. Want to hit some Furby topics and let you guys know, maybe don't buy your children Furbies anymore.
I mean, the new Furbies are super cute, but
Yeah.
Also, probably
I would.
still, I would
Yeah.
advise not to.
Yeah, I would not buy my child a Furby after hearing that. But the next story we have here is woman spotted frozen in street has people convinced we've slipped into a different dimension. Right off the bat, grabs you. It grabs you. A woman spotted frozen in the street has people convinced we've slipped into a different dimension. Now, I'll put the video up on the screen for you guys because I feel like it's going to really bring this all together. Because when you see it, it is kind of a crazy video. So it says, the bizarre video has been making its rounds online, and let's just say it's attracted a whole bunch of weird and wonderful theories, desperately seeking to make sense out of the situation. The TikTok was captioned, NPC caught lacking. Now again, beautiful, beautiful caption there. Then it says, in case you're unfamiliar with the term, an NPC is an abbreviated term for a non-player character or a non-playable character in a video game. In short, an NPC is a character in a computer game that is not controlled by someone playing the game. The video starts by zooming into a woman across the street who can be seen standing totally still for a few seconds mid-stride before finally breaking the pose and continuing her walk as if no time had passed at all. So this lady is like legit like mid-stride, like walking, frozen, and then all of a sudden like comes out of it. The overlay text on TikTok read she was like that for a minute before. A man behind the camera can be heard saying, "Why she frozen? Bruv, I'm tripping." Gotta love the British people. Shout out British people. And then he starts cussing and stuff, whatever. And then the 6-second long clip has since gone viral after amassing 1.6 million views in the 2 days since it was first posted on the platform. Nearly 2,000 people have since flocked to the comments to share their reaction to the footage. One TikTok user wrote, "This is filed into my private playlist titled Concerning," and a second comment stating, "Sometimes I think we've slipped into a different dimension." So, first off, you guys are going to see the video. This one didn't have a lot to go with, but you're going to see the video, and it's up to you. It's up to you to decide. But for the people watching, let me know in the comments right now. Go down, let me know. Or if you're listening, I don't know, DM me on Instagram, whatever. Let me know if you think if you're one of those people that believes we're in a different dimension, or if we're in like a virtual reality world or a simulation, whatever.
Well, I was also telling AJ earlier when we first read the story that people are freaky, like especially in New York or like London, like big cities like that. There's a lot of weirdos like that, just like especially like those robot dancers. Like that's what I was telling him, like could be like one of those people and just like messing with people like that. But I don't know. Like
I mean, it definitely could be.
Yeah, because like like crackheads and stuff too. Like crackheads are invincible. Like they can walk through fire and stuff like that. But like that crackhead with no arms, the one that was on Dave Portnoy's, and he was literally like pulling a suitcase. I'm pretty sure this guy has like no limbs available left, because like I saw him on like another video and he was like threatening someone and like trying to kick them. I was just like, what is wrong with this guy? But I feel like crackheads are really invincible, because I'll see like people doing like little tricks, like those like pole stuff that like are the structures for like buildings in New York. I see people or crackheads trying to do tricks on them and like literally smash their head into the concrete and then get up like nothing even happened.
Nice.
Like I don't know, that's what I think. Like maybe she's like a crackhead, and I don't know. I mean, she doesn't look like a crackhead, but like I don't know. Like I really feel like there's like an explanation behind it. And I feel like if the girl just like finds the video and like mentions what was happening, but like maybe it's a robot.
Robot. They released a robot onto the streets. Yeah. It's a it's a runaway AI. Yeah. So that was the second one for you guys. You guys decide on that one. Like I said, let me know what you guys think, because I'm interested to hear the stories and the conspiracy theories. But that's actually another thing I was thinking about bringing on as a segment on the show.
Yeah, that'd be super cool. I love conspiracy theories.
But getting into the third one, biohacker finds no benefits after injecting himself with the blood of teenage son. So, just to give you guys some context here, this one I hadn't actually read the article when I first pulled it out. Now that we've re-recorded this 4 times, I obviously know like pretty much every word.
I don't know.
I can probably say it without reading it.
Now that we've done it 4 times, I feel like it's kind of a boring story now.
But, well, the first time I heard it was on a podcast I listened to. So this is coming from Kicking It With Cause. Shout out to him. Credit to him for this story and everything with it. But, so it says biohacker tech mogul Brian Johnson has revealed that he won't be swapping plasma with his teenage son again after no benefits were detected. Johnson has been on a quest to reverse his biological age for some time now. The tech mogul spends $2 million on a rigid daily routine overseen by a team of 30 doctors. He told the BBC, "My left ear is 64, my fitness test says I'm 18, my heart is 37, and my diaphragm strength is 18. I playfully say I'm trying to become like an 18-year-old. My son is 17, so I always tease him and say, when I grow younger, I want to be like you." Again, the heck is that?
I think it's like a plane.
Oh, again, insane. If my dad says that to me, I'm saying, listen, pal, you need to wake up.
Yeah, like honestly, face reality, dude. Like everyone's gonna get older. You can't you can't realistically turn back time.
Yeah.
Like, of course, you can follow a healthy lifestyle. You can live as healthily. You can look as young as possible while looking 45. Like, being your age, you can try to look as young as possible. You cannot physically turn back time. You cannot be an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
Unless you, like, are a weirdo and you're, like, I mean, some people have, like, disabilities where they're, like, 18 mentally or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're stuck in, like, a 40-year-old body, or they're 7 mentally stuck in a 40-year-old body.
Yeah.
Like, that's something realistically. But this man has mental issues, obviously, but not
100%.
that kind of mental issues. He has the mental issues where he's using his child's blood to try to... Is he trying to mentally and physically be 18?
No, I think just physically.
Physically.
Yeah. He's trying to...
I just don't understand. At this point, just get work done.
Yeah.
Like, why?
I mean, you're spending $2 million.
Yeah, exactly. Just get work done to look 18.
So, yeah. But it also says to achieve those results, in addition to exercising daily, he also eats a strict vegan diet totaling 1,977 calories per day, and eats his last meal at 11 a.m. Which, as we said before, that itself is not healthy. Only having under 2,000 calories a day is not healthy, and eating your last meal at 11 a.m. makes literally no sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Then it says...
Could never be me.
Yeah. Then it says, however, the 45-year-old tweeted last week that he was stopping the blood swaps with his son. I mean, just a little. Tweet this out real quick. Hey guys, just to let you know, I'm done stealing my child's blood. It wasn't giving me the results I wanted, so I think I may have to stop the tests. Now, not because of any moral reasons, right? Not because
it's wrong.
I'm waking up, I'm mentally ill, I have some severe problems, I'm gonna go get help, but it's not giving me the results I need, so I may need to switch to something younger. Babies maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something insane.
Babies might do the trick.
Yeah.
Like, literally straight out of the womb.
Yeah, so these are the people we have in our world. And then it goes on to just say his dad was also involved in it, so the kid's grandpa, they were doing a little trio thing, and yeah, I mean, the story's been going on for a while now, because I heard it like a few weeks ago on that other podcast I listened to, but I guess he just came out and said he's going to stop now, so, I mean, I guess thank goodness for the son.
I mean, I'm sorry, but why in the first place would you even think that would remotely work?
That's a great
like,
question.
Just taking someone's blood is not going to make you any younger. Like, if I were to have a blood transfusion right now, and I got blood from like a 45-year-old man, that would not physically turn me into a 45-year-old man.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't even think about it like that.
Like, that is so stupid. Like, it's someone's blood.
Yeah.
If I were to touch someone's blood in the street and I had like an open wound or something, that's me basically injecting myself with someone else's blood.
Yeah.
Like, not physically injecting, but like,
yeah.
Still, that's someone else's blood in my bloodstream. Now,
you get these billionaires out here that
that don't have any brain cell to think that would possibly work.
Exactly. They get these ideas in their head.
What I want to know is, like, how long he's been doing this for. How long?
A while.
Like,
I mean,
years?
Months? I'm guessing at least a year.
Bro, what?
Yeah. So, yeah. Welcome to our world. It's a lovely place.
Let me just do this for a year and then see if I see results.
Yeah.
After a year, I'm just going to quit
stealing
my child's blood. But I was telling AJ, I was like, all these weird parents, because I was telling him about a story that I think he was a doctor, but he had HIV and he injected his 5-year-old daughter with HIV, and now she's been living with HIV, and she tells her story or whatever. But, like, why would you even want your child to endure that?
Yeah, like, that's insane.
Like, if you endure that and you think, like, oh, like, I'm not having a great time, like, managing my HIV, taking all these meds, why would you want your child to have the same responsibilities and take care of themselves the way you do?
Yeah, that
Like,
one's insane.
I
They're
mean,
both insane, but
HIV is definitely easier to manage than it was, like, 20 years ago, probably when she got injected with it. So it's definitely easier to manage now and less of a death sentence than it was. But still, like, that is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, that is, but some, like, parents are just
Yeah.
horrible and should not be parents. But
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that was that segment there. Those were the stories that I had. Again, I want to apologize to you guys if it wasn't the best segment I've ever given you, because, like I said, we've been on here for about 3 hours now.
Maybe longer.
Yeah, maybe longer. Maybe getting closer to 4. And we have...
Because didn't we start this at like 9-something, 10 maybe?
Yeah. And it is about to be 1 o'clock in the
Yep.
afternoon. We have re-recorded so many times, but that was that segment for you. Now, what I was excited to talk to you guys about and bring on as the new segment, which is going to be Hannah's little deal that she's doing. I wanted to have her to have her own little piece that she could do and she could talk about and that she could, do her own stuff with, whatever, is going to be...
Hannah's Hot Takes.
Hannah's Hot Takes. Hannah's Hot Cakes. Yeah. So that's going to be her little thing. I'll let her explain that. I'm going to check the camera real quick to make sure we're not going to have to re-record for a 5th time. Please.
I don't think I could do it for a 5th time, honestly.
Pray to the Lord, please.
We would not have enough time, especially.
Yeah. I have to go to work soon, like, legitimately. So we're going to...
So this better be it.
But I'll let her explain that because I'm excited for it, excited to see what she brings to the table. So I'll let her explain that for a second, and I'm going to check the camera. So, yeah, it's all you.
Okay, so AJ has a very male-dominated demographic on his podcast. So I'm really looking to bring in a more female oriented demographic in the podcast. So this is kind of what my hot takes are about. It's more news outlet stories that I feel are more targeted towards women. So I'm sure, like, if you're keeping up with TikTok or anything, you've probably heard these stories. But
she's going to be bringing the spicy news to the podcast.
I just want to kind of bring topics that can be more widely talked about than just what news outlets are saying, that can be transferred into other stories that are also not talked about as much as they should be. But my first topic was the Colleen Ballinger, or however you say her last name. That topic. Well, Colleen is also recognized as Miranda Sings by the.
I'll just say real quick. Sorry to interrupt you there. I'll just say real quick. I really have no idea who any of these people are or what's happening. I don't really keep track of like Hollywood stars or like singers or stuff, or like what goes on with their lives, because I'm just not really in that realm, so I really don't know anything about this. So I'm just rolling with what she's saying, and following the footsteps.
Exactly.
So yeah, let's see what you got here.
So, if some of you don't know, Miranda Sings was a like a Vine sensation or like a YouTube sensation back in the day. Myself, and an old friend of mine, one of my best friends, were quite literally obsessed with Miranda Sings and like the weird antics she would bring to YouTube and stuff like that. I kind of hate saying that I was a fan of Miranda Sings, because looking back on that, I was just one of those fans of Brent Rivera, like Nash Greer, Hayes Greer, like just like that. Logan Paul, Jake Paul.
The golden times.
But the golden times, not when they were who they are now. Vine Logan and Vine Jake. Also the Mad Convoys. I was very O2L, very obsessed with like the mainstream people like that. But Miranda Sings was probably one of my worst phases. That was cringy, embarrassing, all this, because looking back on her content, it was stupid. It was stupid humor and just like, I don't know, just very cringe that I was ever considered a fan.
Yeah.
But her being targeted towards a more young audience when she was like probably in either her early 20s or like about 22, 23, having a very young audience and trying to have relationships with our younger audiences was very weird, even if it was platonic. Like, if I'm 22 right now, and if I were to be talking to 12, 13, 11, 10-year-olds, that's gross. And that's just not something that I would do.
Yeah.
But I also am sort of mentally stable in that sense.
Sort of.
Mentally stable in that sense,
Just
that I know enough not to have sexual explicit messages sent to 13-year-olds. Because Ethan, one of her old, like, biggest fans, came on TikTok or whatever he did, YouTube, and exposed Colleen with all these receipts and messages he had from Colleen, saying or talking about his privates and like special times or whatever, and like asked for pictures of his underwear or whatever. And that is just odd, because that is grooming. That is weird. And she came out with a apology song, not even an apology, just talking about the situation. She never apologized for anything.
Just a weird song of her singing about herself.
Yeah, basically that, because she doesn't want to accept the fact that she was grooming these kids, and was saying like, oh, I get like it was wrong, or like with these explicit messages, but I'm not a groomer. I'm just a weirdo. Like, what does that even mean, dog? That's weird that you would even say that.
Yeah.
But she goes on to say, I'm not supposed to talk about this. Like, I was advised not to talk about this, but no one said I couldn't sing about the situation.
I would advise you
Like,
to shut the hell
what?
up. That's what I would do.
But the fact
of
of the matter
you
is,
say a word, I'm leaving. I'm
the
not
fact
gonna be
of the
your
matter
advisor
is,
anymore.
she's a mother. She's a
Oh, I
mother.
didn't know
She's
that.
given birth. She's a mother. Like, she's a fairly new mother, but still the fact she's a mother.
Yeah.
And the thing is, she has a child. How would she feel if her own child got groomed?
I didn't know.
Because
I didn't
she's
know
a
she had a kid
groomer.
when you said this before.
I mean, I don't know, because her and her ex-husband or her ex-boyfriend got divorced or broke up or whatever they did. So the father of her child, I'm pretty sure, has custody right now. And I hope he keeps custody, because Colleen's a weirdo.
Nice.
And then I was saying, like, all these other celebrities, like James Charles hitting on straight men after knowing they're straight and wanting, like, relationships with straight men is, like, weird.
Yeah.
But also, like, kind of grooming, because they were also, like, 17, 16-year-olds.
Oh.
And, like, all these high, like, celebrities and YouTubers wanting to prey on younger kids. Super weird. Super weird. Even, like, if you're, like, 36 or whatever and someone just turned 18. Like, I don't remember who that was. I think it was, like, Tony or Andreas or James Charles. I don't really know, but I remember someone doing that, and it was super weird, too. I mean, I get 18, you're legal, but, like, not when you're, like, much older and, like, specifically waiting for someone to turn 18. Like, that's super weird, too. But that kind of led us into the Mark Wahlberg situation.
Yeah.
Oh, no, Trisha. I was going to talk about Trisha first. Colleen's old friend and co-host on the podcast. Well, Trisha was the main host, but Colleen was co-host. Trisha Paytas. She has been groomed herself, probably through so many sexual situations that she did not want to be in. She now really advocates for children being groomed, and immediately cut all communication with Colleen off, because she understands how it feels to be sexually mistreated by media stars and stuff like that. So she really advocates for the younger generation who's been especially the Colleen fans and victims of Colleen. So, I mean,
But then, like you're saying, going off that to the Mark Wahlberg situation, because it's kind of the same thing, which I wanted to talk about this because when we talked about it before, we had a really good conversation. So
yeah,
let's see if we can do it again. But if you guys haven't heard the Mark Wahlberg situation yet, because I actually hadn't heard it until I saw
I haven't
some
either.
random thing on it. Yeah, was he went to present something to some head group of people. I don't know, like governors or something. I don't really know. I don't remember what it was, but to tell them like that there is a cult or a ring of these Hollywood celebrities that are preying on children and are these child predators, and are doing all these things. Like he said that he was invited to some event or some space that he went to, and they were literally all in these like gowns and masks and stuff, and had these children there they were preying on. It was like literally a cult. Like he said, it was like a satanic cult thing, and they tried to get him to join, and he denied. At least he says he denied. And
I don't. You say he denied. Mark Wahlberg is, I don't know. He's someone I can see going to jail for like exposing these people, like names out everything.
Because I don't think he cares.
I don't think he cares either. I think he cares more about exposing people than anything.
Yeah, I'm just saying because it's Hollywood, you never know.
Yeah,
I mean, it could literally anything could happen.
I mean, yeah, but I don't see Mark Wahlberg.
I definitely think he's gonna expose some people. Yeah. Like he said. I mean, people are gonna start falling soon, and the people, they're gonna be exposed. They're gonna be released, and
yeah.
I mean, that's just insane. Like you know, things are going on in Hollywood. Like there are these cults and these satanic people and stuff, and just because of how messed up our world is, but.
Especially people that like are highly involved in the media and like in multiple high ranked movies and stuff like that, and a lot of celebrities probably that people look up to are involved in the secret society and the Illuminati and stuff like that are satanically based. I want to say, because like Doja Cat and like Beyonce have links to the Illuminati. That is honestly crazy because, like, I feel like a lot of people don't know really how deep the Illuminati and, like, this secret society or this cult is. And there could be, like, drug trafficking, human trafficking, which there is human trafficking. Yeah, but no one knows because this is not something that's pushed or recognized in the media. This is something that everyone wants to hide from to protect people's public image.
Like, I don't know.
And most of these people who are involved in the human trafficking have kids of their own, which is beyond me because why?
Yeah. I don't know how the Mark Wahlberg situation didn't have more publicity on it.
I don't either.
Like, I only literally saw that one thing on it that I saw, and then I had to go try and research more. But going off of that again, what we talked about last time was the new Freedoms of Sounds. That was
Sound of Freedom?
Sound of Freedom.
Something like that.
Sound of Freedom, Freedoms of Sound. I can't remember the exact title, but if you guys haven't seen this either, it's a new movie that just got released, and they've been trying to push it to get it out because it was actually finished like 4 or 5 years ago, and they've been trying to get it released, but literally nobody would pick it up. I watched an interview where they said they tried to get Netflix, they tried to get Hulu, they tried to get all these things because they're talking with these people. Obviously, their presentation point to these companies was, this is something that needs to be talked about. It's a true story about this guy that goes in to these sex trafficking rings and like these sex trafficking people in these other countries and tries to save these children. So it's a true story, and that they were trying to push. They were trying to get these major companies to put it out, and nobody would take it. Nobody would take it. So the guy said, the guy that made it said that he was praying for an angel to come, and then the company that did take it was called like Angel Studios or Angel Media or something. And so they ended up picking it up, and now it's finally out. But like you were saying before, which I did see when I just looked it up, it is out now. I think it's literally only in theaters though, and it's only in like random theaters that I didn't even know existed.
Like no AMC's, no Regal cinemas, no even Cinebars or anything like that. It's like
it's literally like family owned like tiny theaters,
like really weird theaters that I've never even heard of before. Like
Sounds of Freedom, that's what it's called.
It's just like
currently around us, it's playing in Marcus Rochester Cinema, which I don't
like. I've never even heard of that.
I don't even know what that is. Yeah.
I see. Like, why? this needs to be something that more people are concerned about, and they're not, because
Yeah.
Hulu, Netflix, everything is trying to shy away
Yeah.
from the fact that this is a reality for a lot of kids around the world.
Yeah.
And they were wanting to shy away from it because they know that some of their biggest stars are involved. Somehow, some way they are involved
Yeah.
in the human trafficking.
Yeah. And what else we were talking about, which we've seen, I mean, I've seen multiple videos of now, is the theaters that it is playing in. When people go to watch the movie, like it'll start and then all of a sudden it'll quit. They'll come in, they'll say that something's messed up with the theater, like they'll have to refund your tickets, they'll give you money, or they'll give you free tickets to another movie or something like that. Like just the entire film and everything being everything around it being extremely suppressed and extremely just like hidden and like, I don't know, just extremely suppressed and just not like these. It just seems like everything around it is trying extremely hard to keep it from reaching major audiences of the public. So it's extremely weird situation, which obviously, I mean, human trafficking and child trafficking and things like that is obviously an extremely touchy topic, an extremely serious thing in our world and in our country that needs to be taken serious. And I mean, like there has to be things that are being hidden if they're trying this hard to suppress a film that's like, there's no reason why it should be as suppressed as it is. It just doesn't make any sense. So yeah, that was one thing I wanted to touch on because I don't know. Like, it looks insanely good. Like,
Yeah, it does look really good.
Yeah, like we watched the preview for it, and it looks really good. I mean, I would like to watch it, but I literally don't know where to watch it. I mean, we go to these random theaters that I don't even know existed. But, yeah, so if you guys haven't heard about that, I'd definitely look it up, do some research on it, because it's definitely an extremely interesting point and something that I think would be really cool to watch, because it's a real-life story, and I watched a interview with the actual guy that did the things in the movie, and super cool guy. Seems like a super cool story. So I would definitely check that out if you guys haven't heard anything about it. But yeah, didn't want to jump onto your little segment there, but
that's okay.
Yeah.
Next thing I was going to talk about was Keke Palmer's baby daddy, boyfriend, husband. I'm not too sure what he is to her. I know they're together for the time being. Criticizing her at an appearance, or she made an appearance with Usher wearing like this black like body hugging dress with like a sheer black kind of like lacy-ish dress over the dress, and it was cute. It was very cute. Didn't really show that much skin for him to be complaining. Like, personally, it's not that much skin, but he publicly shames her, Keke Palmer, saying, "It's the outfit for me. You a mom, though." Like, just because she's a mom, she's supposed to give up her freedom and dress the way she wants to.
Like, I think it's just more insecurity on his part.
It's more insecurity on his part.
I mean, she did show me the outfit, and like,
it's not that revealing,
like,
or
a lot
anything.
worse.
There's like moms out there, like, I love Kim Kardashian, but take Kim Kardashian for example.
Yeah.
Like, I get she's having modeling shoots and stuff like that, but at some point her kids will be looking her up and stuff like that, and like seeing all this revealing clothes. Like, I'm all for women, right? But like Keke, like, this outfit was really just not anything, and he publicly shamed her, saying like, "Oh, like, I have morals, this, that, like, I need respect, like, I have these personal boundaries, like, and you need to respect these personal boundaries." Like, yes, you have personal boundaries, but you cannot force anything like that on your partner. They just can't change like the way they are. Like, personal boundaries, yes, definitely have to be respected, but I don't know. I don't want to say anything like super offensive because yes, personal boundaries definitely need to be respected, But also, Kiki deserves to kind of wear what she wants.
Yeah.
And I think the main thing is she was spotted with Usher. Like, okay, Usher's an okay guy. And I think that was just the main thing of it, was she was with someone who was kind of seen as like, you know, I wouldn't say like a sex symbol, but like someone who's more attractive to like different types of women. And I feel like Kiki definitely would be that type of woman to be attracted to Usher.
Yeah.
So that was more on his part, I think, of just like, because why would you do it publicly? Like, why can't you have a decent conversation with the mother of your child and tell her how you're feeling instead of publicly shaming her on the internet? Like, that is embarrassing. If that were to be me, I would have said, I'm done, you know?
Yeah.
Why would you embarrass me like this? And especially in front of my fans and, you know, stuff like that. Like, she's a public star. She's been in the industry for years and years. Yes, she has a fan base. Like, she's been dressing this way for years, probably way before him. She does not need to change the way she dresses.
Yeah.
And I've seen her wear way worse outfits. Like,
Yeah,
that's...
You show me other stuff. Yeah.
No.
So I don't know. I think it's just insecurity on his part.
Yeah.
It's like, I've never questioned anything you wear because I know you're not going to do anything. So
Exactly.
You also don't wear
And
it.
it's also... It's also trust, though.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have that trust. That's why he wants her to dress more modest in the sense she's a mom. But, like,
Yeah.
I feel like being a mom shouldn't take away your freedom.
Yeah.
There was also one more there was a couple more topics I was going to talk about.
I'm going to be honest.
Uh-huh.
I mean, my ADHD's kicking in. We've been sitting here for 4 hours. You can go into more if you want, but we can save them for another episode, too, if you want.
Bob, I want to talk about these.
If you want.
Because then I don't want to, because then these topics are going to be over, you know?
No, they're not going to be over.
Yeah, they are.
No, they won't be. They'll be fresh.
Okay.
No, if you.
I guess
if you
we're
wanna talk
done.
about- no, if you want to talk about it.
The last thing I wanted to talk about was the Red Rock situation with Liam Payne's concert and everyone being like seriously injured. I just want to say Red Rocks, do better. Get better shelter. They have no shelter right now, and I get like Red Rocks is like an outdoor amphitheater, which outdoor meaning outdoor, but they should take into account that Colorado weather is super, super unpredictable. You never know when it's going to start hailing. You never know if you're going to have a tornado, something like that. And it needs to have an indoor shelter for stuff like that, for people to go in that has large enough space for a large occupancy. Yeah, because during the hailstorm, they said there was hail the size of softballs pelting people, and people were running for their lives and stuff like that, literally being trampled. My grandpa at the store, he was talking to some like checkout kid, saying his mom was in the hospital with a broken arm because she was attended the Liam Payne concert. And just like that, a lot of people that were at the concert were majorly injured because of the hailstorm, that they really advocated for Red Rocks to just try to build a shelter and have a place for some people to go during like unpredictable weather storms. Yeah. So I think that's something that they really need to consider, or talk to the city. I think it's in Lakewood or something like that. But
Yeah.
the city of Lakewood needs to like come together and figure something out, because that is super dangerous for anyone to go to Red Rocks anymore, because you never actually know. You could look at the weather and be like, oh, you know, it's supposed to be 99 all day. Why not enjoy a nice little concert? Or like they do other things, I think. Like I don't know what else they do, but they do other stuff.
Yeah.
And it could literally turn black at the drop of a hat and start just lightning, thunder, hail, anything could happen.
Yeah.
So I think that's the last thing I wanted to talk about, was just the Red Rocks incident. That is literally insane, because whatever.
Yeah. Are you sure? You don't anything else you want to get into? Or is that kind of wrapping up for this?
That's kind of all I have. I just have the fans throwing junk at performers, which is also really dangerous. Like, why the guy who threw the cell phone, who started the trend at BB Rex's concert and hit her in the face with a cell phone, thought he would do it because he thought it was funny. Like, assaulting a celebrity is funny to you? Like, that, I'm sorry. You have some screws loose, and I'd honestly be terrified of you. But it's starting to be a trend. Like, why would you injure a performer? Drake's been a victim. Harry Styles, Kelsey Ballerini, even her, because she has serious PTSD from losing her friend in a school shooting. So she has serious PTSD, and whatever, that probably scared her enough to probably stop touring for a good long while. Who else? Ava Max. All these celebrities are probably stopping touring from fans who actually enjoy watching them, rather than fake fans who want to go there to hurt performers.
Yeah.
But, like, that's just beyond me. Like, you would pay the amount of money you're paying to go see a performer just to throw stuff at them.
Yeah.
And the Pink situation is weird. Someone threw their mother's ashes at Pink.
Oh, yeah. I saw
And
that.
she thought that was like, she's like, do you want this back? Like, this is your mother, dude.
Yeah.
And then something else was thrown at her that was super odd, too. I don't remember what it was, but something else super weird. But honestly, so, like, not just things thrown at performers, things thrown on their stage, which is super weird.
Yeah.
Because, like, I get, like, the underwear or, like, whatever thrown at them, but phones, ashes, and just, like, what? People are just getting absurd. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that really wraps it up for my segment.
Okay. Sounds good. You sure? That's all
Yeah.
talk's gonna hit?
Well, I'm getting hungry, so
Yeah, I'm starving.
I
Yeah.
need to
Okay.
stop this.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully everything worked out, though. Hopefully the
Yeah,
camera's
I
still
think it's- I
recording,
think it's
because
good. I think we finally hit it after 4. Yeah. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I'm gonna be honest. I love this podcast. I love doing it, but I'm ready to wrap this shit up. I'm done with this episode. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it there. There was your guys' first look at the new segment, Hannah's Hot Takes. So get ready for that each week. It's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be.
it was a little chaotic this episode, but I'm
Yeah.
hoping to get more
Well, this entire episode was
comfortable with
chaotic,
it.
so,
Yeah.
Yeah. But you got a little inside look of what happens when an episode goes to complete shit, and you have to work with it. So
Yeah, that was pretty horrible.
yeah.
4 different takes.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's going to do it there, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I thank you all for watching, loving, supporting. I love all you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's going to do it for episode 20. We'll see you guys next week. Peace. Oh, did you want to say anything?
No.
Okay, peace.